Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all glory, honors, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone, teaching this truth time and time again, showing us be men of the Lord. The water, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash, Brother Thahawam. And you can see what Esau is setting up. What's everything's going on? Look at it. It is the Senator Bill 386 gives WEF full control over America, giving citizens 20 years in prison. So I'm going to look at a little bit of this. I want to say this is a Fair Use Act. Fair Use Act, just for educational purposes and for criticizing and to teach, not making any monetary value. So.
Klaus Schwab warned us last month that whoever controls AI will control the world, and the Davos elites have wasted no time in setting the stage for their final takeover of society. Senate Bill 686, also known as the TikTok ban bill, gives Americans 20 years in prison for spreading disinformation. And what is disinformation, you ask? Disinformation is anything the globalist elites say it is. This is the most dangerous bill since the Patriot Act stripped Americans of long-held rights and freedoms in the immediate aftermath of 9/11. The so-called TikTok ban bill is a Trojan horse pretending to be a bill targeting ByteDance, the Chinese owners of TikTok, while it actually targets ordinary Americans who disagree with the Biden administration and the globalist elite agenda coming out of Davos. How do we know that they are the ones behind this bill? Because members of Congress have admitted for years that they have absolutely no clue about what's in the bills that they've ever since.
So look at that. Look at what has said and shown how to do it real quick. Just it sparked it. I just want to do it real quick, but it sparked it. Well, as what they have, the Lord has gave them power to do these things, and it's going into. They're trying to make an offender to the world, but it's setting up their system. They gave him pass, but through these laws, you see how they're setting these crazy laws that you wouldn't even think. The ban TikTok and giving all the hype is given out of the government. So when they speak about it, they're saying they're getting out of the government phones and all that stuff. But forgot that it's consistent of a lot of stuff, just like the the vid thing when they put that FEMA emergency act that literally gives FEMA the control over the country in case of an emergency, like the emergency act. So now it's given to the WEO. They see that testing. It was not just testing that they can just give a foreign government a foreign policy, just as they did to the Fed, just control over our system when we're in the fear. And so now we're in fear that the TikTok, and we're having all these fears of China and Russia and the war, that they're sliding this bill in, like getting ready for war. Because this is the scriptures. This is what the Lord has spoke. So this, I'm gonna start off with this scripture. This is Daniel chapter 8, verse. Start at 24. And this is talking about in the time of Antiochus, but it's nothing new under the sun, on seeing how these devils and how the Esau Edom puts his power and makes sure that he uses his enchantments against our people by using his policies and stuff like that. So this is Daniel chapter 8, verse 24. And his power shall be mighty, but not by his own power. He shall destroy wonderfully and shall prosper and precise and shall destroy the mighty and the holy people. So this is ultimately what he's doing, and he has been doing. He shall have power and it shall be mighty. The Lord gave them the fatness of the earth, as when Isaac blessed Esau with the blessing, and it was going to happen. The Lord's voice doesn't come out void. So he said it was going to happen. And do they not control the whole encompassed world? That's how we know who Esau Edom is. Amalekite, the border of wickedness, because they were going to have control of Babylon the Great as end time prophecy. And we measure in the times diligent as we speak it. So look what's happening. And they shall be wonderful and prosper and precise and shall destroy the mighty and the holy people. And what have they been doing since we've been in it? Which is our fault, because the Lord put these, Esau is his rod, the rod of Assyrian. So he said that the Lord said he is thy sword. I'm quoted a lot of scriptures because I got cut on time, but the Spirit jumped on me to do this lesson around a bunch of heathen too, but I'm in the truck, so don't let them get destroyed. This is Daniel chapter 8, verse 25. And through his policies also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand. So these laws, these things that he has been putting forth with this policy. Shah Kala Kalam Shah Kalam Sham like Shah like Shalom Shah Kalam, you know, the L. I believe it is, but I don't know. This is prudent, insight, understanding, their policy, their insight, their cunning in craft. So their policies, these rules, and everything that they have studied. What did the Lord say? I'm gonna just get it. A diligent search. I believe it's. This is Psalm chapter 64, verse 6. They search out in iniquity and accomplish a diligent search. Both their inward thoughts of every one of them, they are deep. So they're cutting, their mind is cutting. So they use these laws, which you didn't even know, but they've been constructing it for years, decades, to destroy you. And just having the right false flag, a right system, and then now they're seeing that we're going on this impending war, which Babylon the Great is sense, but they're using the boogeyman, the China. They're using these balloons, and they're saying that, you know, and they're saying, well, order for a fight, we got to ban TikTok, but it's actually just hiding the rule. They're literally saying that talking against the WEF, you know, World Economic, and we're not gonna finish it. You get 20 years. So just as that's what the scriptures just making an offender of the word. So they a delicate search. I'm gonna start up. Psalm chapter 64, verse 7. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, for the rebellion against God. But they've been signing these and putting these laws forth, making a right, controlling how. That's what the Lord says. Stand by thy enchantments, like to these people, because they've been putting and sitting that they really think they can trick the Most High and trick these people into signing their life away with the MOTB. So look at put forth. God damn, she fine. Who, when their tongue like a sword and bend their bows and shoot arrows, even bitter words. Saying that if you're against these fucking heathen in rulership, that you are a Satanist. This is basically what they're saying. That they say you're the devil if you're speaking the truth about them. And this is how these devils do. So through their policies, that's what they do. So ultimately, bear with me. Slothia. I think it's this one. I haven't finished this, but I want to get this real quick. Slovakia. Bear with me. I think it's that or let me see, 29 and 21. Bear with me. Hey, Fender. Bear with me. I'll look it up real quick. All right, that's what I was. Get mixed up with these scriptures sometimes. This is I'm gonna start off with this. This is because the secret counsel of the wicked. This is Isaiah chapter 29, verse 15. Woe unto them that seek to hide their counsel from the Lord. So the men of the Lord see what's going on, and the Lord sees what's going on. They know what you're trying to set up. So you see that their tongues shall fall upon their own self, telling them what's going on and what is. And if you continue to watch that video, which is on point, you're just seeing what they're doing. And these are just old people. Their tongue shall fall upon themselves. As the Habakkuk, they said that a shameful spirit shall be upon their glory. So knowing that these deceitful demons, what they're doing, 144 is 1044 in the morning on Sunday. And their words are in the dark, and they say, who shall see us and who shall know us? Surely the turning upside down shall esteem as a potter's clay. So they turn everything around, knowing that doing these through these laws, doing this, saying that their power, that their God. But that's pretty much it on that scripture. But continue to read it; it goes in, and so. But let's get it. This is Isaiah chapter 29, verse 21. That make a man an offender for a word, and lay snares for him that reproveth in the gate. Turn aside just for the things of naught. Just as they did in that the Holy Ground right now, where the kites, the Amalekites are, which now is protest going because they said that you can't even speak the name of the Messiah. And then now the TikTok, what the disguise and the ban in TikTok saying that you can't even talk against them. They're making you an offender for the word, for the truth. In the NLT, who convict the innocent by the false testimony will disappear. A similar fate awaits those who use trickery to pervert justice, who tell lies to destroy the innocent. And you see they have search the diligent search. So ultimately, they're trying to put forth this system, this Babylonian system, to literally destroy us. And they made they made offenders of the word. And so we're going to continue, we're going to go back to Daniel's because we never finished that. And we talk about this stuff a lot, but this is a major prophecy, and this is what they're doing. This is how either this wounded beast system that now is a full-on dragon has came back, and how they're trying to set up their the MLB to for their end game, which is not going to happen because the Lord is going to destroy them without hands. So that's what we're going to continue. Daniel chapter 8 verse 25, and through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand. These laws, these things that he's putting forth. You see how he's tricking people, and people are going to say, like, yeah, we need to ban TikTok. That's how much it destroys, the people that vote. Because children don't vote. Our age group, even millennials, those are the Gen Xers, the baby boomers. Because you're not going to see on ones that know the truth, because we're not even supposed to be voting on these things. We only vote for our brother, but you don't see us voting. So the people that know, they know that voting is just retarded. But the people that do, and they was like, look, we didn't even do it. This policy, you guys voted in by using it. Oh, we're just trying to ban TikTok. This is how these devils work. So we got to understand what we're dealing with. We got people at even at our job, and then the Esau Edom is just a profane and just a demon. And the high echelon of them are even more demonic than these just normal, ugly ass, red belly ass Edomites. So through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart. Which, what is he doing? It's saying, if you speak against me, 20 years in jail. It was like, man, you're gonna be arrested. That's treason if you speak against, because they really believe they're a god. This is the heart of them, which has deceived them. The pride of their heart has deceived them. That's of the Lord. Nigga, I don't even know who the fuck that is. And he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace destroy many. So they're saying, we're banning TikTok because we got to get these communists, just how they did in the Cold War. It's like we have to defend our our government through communists, or tyranny, or totalitarianism. And this is how they've been putting it. They're just trying to show peace, just how they did 9/11, those attacks, and then the Patriot Act, which took away your rights, and then how they do everything. Esau is saying that if you give your if you want safety, you just got to give up freedom. So they said, you want peace, give up that freedom. This is what these devils do. And he shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. So he's not even without any power. The Lord is just gonna fuck this guy up. So this is Esau. He's just profane in his heart, but it's usually just to destroy it. Because this ultimately, I'm gonna end off with this scripture, because I gotta go lunch. I'm sorry, it's a quick one, but spirit, spirit is the spirit, and bam. So Revelation chapter 13 verse 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. And look how they have did it, and how they have set up these systems through the beast system, which you're using those three unclean spirits of the London's financial system, the army and their control of America, Babylon the Great, and then the false prophet, the Vatican, put forth them, have the whole world worshiping the so-called white man. So they gave powers to give image of it, and the Lord gave them that power. He said that power shall be mighty, but not of them, because Yahweh Shai, which gave them the blessing through the power of Yahweh by Shemel Shai. So that image of the beast should be both speak and cause as many as them would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So it's saying if you get jailed 20 years, and it was like, people are just going to take it, and then it was like, all right, just kill me. And that's what the Lord do. So I got it. My boss is coming. So he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand and in their forehead. So in their right hand and their forehead. So that's what he caused, both rich and poor, free and bond. So how are you doing that? You can even speak against the system, or you be destroyed. That they might buy and sell, say that ye have a mark in name of the beast and the number of his name. That's ultimately that, the shihip that they want to sit forth, that you have it, ultimately control this whole world, but it ain't happening. So with that, I want to give all glory, honors, and praises, Kahalayim, which is to our power, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakwadash, and his son, because through his name we only are saved. And double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone. We're continue to push on, and it's getting close, brothers. With that, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakwadash, the water, and Shalom, Kings.